Very quick video. Two things. Number one, if you make a separation between everything, then it will not look as one. The minute you connect this one to this one, they look as one. Instead of being linear, now it's rectangular. Now it's square. From going rectangular north and south to going rectangular east and west, the same way they build a building. Number one. Number two, in chess, where the king sits here in his position and where the king sits here in his position in opposition. Regardless, it's on the first line and it's on the first line. When this king reaches this end zone in 8, it becomes 1, comes to 8, becomes 1 and 8 becomes 9. Chaldean says 8 because it's 1 that goes through 8. In between the king and the king is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 positions, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 positions. There are 6 positions between the two of them. Although 1 and 7 equals 8, you are not ending up with 8, you're ending up in between. So that would be your gateway because it'd be one king against the other one. So 2 positions are taken. So the totality is 1, 6, 1. That is the light. In position number 2, the pawns are sitting there. The pawns, the water, the pawn is sitting in position 2 and sitting in position 2. So 1 and 2 is taken and 1 and 2 is taken. So 2 and 2 is 4. There's only 4 left over. 2 on your side of the board and 2 on their side of the board. 2, 4, 2. The 9 legs of the cat sit between 2, 4, 2. At the same time that we say there's 4 open, 2 on this side and 2 on this side is 4. There's 8 wide, so it's 4 by 8 is the space. Rectangular by 2 by 2 on each side because it's the total space between each side. So everything opens up 8 wide, but 2 of them are taken up by the players. 2 and 8, time heaven, and the number of cycles to the moon, 7 by 4, the time on the cross, that you are locked into the moon. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. Let's not count 6 and 9. Nothing is singular, because singular, everything is in the middle. If you are singular, you are in the middle. You are in the middle of 360 degrees. Either you are up on an angle, and I like to call that angle 1.25 any of the distance. To go from 5 into 1, it's 1.25 from the corner of 1 to the corner of 5. Like measuring your TV or anything else, I always regard it as 1.25 plus the area you stand in. Number 22, the K-star. There's a K-star in between every single number. Directing every single number. Every single number will have a maximum of 9 areas. But if it's going north and south, then it can't go east and west. Therefore, there are 7 areas. From the point of where it's going, the center area of the clock, the center area of the propeller, the key, that is also an area. So maximum you can have is 6 areas. But since if you have 6 areas, you have 4 corners. If you need to go around everything, you do not need this because this halves everything in between, or it separates everything to each side. This way it creates the UN. This side over here, it creates the DC. Here's your north and south running. Here's your east and west running. You only need 6, but you only need 4. The delta angle. Once you put the light inside of 4, 5, you have the light between 1 and 1 and 1 and 1. This is your 1 and all. What is all? All. The circle is equal to D. The circle is equal to D because of 4. D is 4 times 9 is 360 degrees. That's why Uranus is 360 degrees, born through Mars and Pluto, where Earth takes position, and man 6. Man 6 is funny. Do you know why? Because the heart in the Earth equals to number 52 by just taking Earth and moving the H at the end to the beginning. Just like an 8, where an 8 or an eighth, there is no TH extra in H, there's already a T. So if you understand that 6 is numerological 52, okay, JG, Jack Gates, Jack Goods, Jack Gates. Why Jack Gates? Why JG? The French and the English, they exchange it. At the end, this looks like a television. When you put the 5 next to the 2, it's like you're building bricks on the walls. You have an eye separated on this side, and the TV set comes together. You take up a half of a brick here, a whole brick here, and a brick over here. A brick and a brick. Over here, it's a separation of the brick. That's where the T comes in. The I is the supporter of the brick above. The T upside down is the separation of the I in between two sides. If you were going to roulette, that would be the gateway. 17 to 1 is the payout. 1 and 7 is 8. 6, 52. This is earth. This is heart. They say this is 6 man. 6 man becomes 28 is man. 28 is the moon. 4 by 7. 24 is the cat. 28 and 24 is the 52 keys on the piano. This is D and this is C because they didn't land on each other. When they land on each other, when the cat flips over and lands on 29, the K star, a child is born. So this is 1 and all. 1 in the center to 4 is 1 and all. And 1 in the center to 2 is a split division between this way and this way, or this way and this way. The reality is there's 4 and there's 1. The exchange is 1 for 4 and 4 for 1. 1, 1, 4, 4, 1. So we're going to start off on Bob Barker's game, and we're going to put all the numbers together. And then we're going to go 110%. That'll be 12, 21. 12, 21. Then we'll go 120%. It'd be 13, 31. 11 times 11 times 11. 1 times 2, 1 plus 2 equals 5. 11 times 11. Then we put 110 more. We get 14, 41. 1 times 4, 1 plus 4 is 51. The son, Hewitt. Human, IT. I, birth, transformation. The A transformed from one area. The A comes from one area into another area. V for life. This is the transfer from one side to the other side. Do you see this? You see an A. Do you really see an A, or do you see a 7? Or do you see a 1 inside of a 7? Or do you turn it to the side and you see a 4, but if I turn it backwards, you'll see a P. The reality is, you're not even seeing any of those at all. What you're actually seeing is 2 X's coming together. X and X, 48 equals space. This is 22. X is 24. 24 and 24, you get 2 of them. V, you get 1 of them. Why? Because V becomes 1, 5 equaling 4, and 5, 1. This says 4 in Roman numerals, but it's not. It's 1 on the left side. 4 is on the left side. This is 5 and 1. This means on the right side, left and right. Right is 9, left is 3. 3 and 9, creating of the I, the M letter. The M letter is the 13th letter. It creates AC. 1 and 3 equals D. You want to go Mickey D's? Because D, I said, is the 0. D is the 4th letter, is because of the 0. McDo. N letter is 14th letter. A, D. McDo, N-D, McDona. A and B is a confirmation of where 3 comes from, because you need to have 1 in the center of 2 to create 3. The 3rd letter and the L. 1 and 2 is the 3rd letter. The same thing. The U and the L is in the U family. L and U equals to 33. And now you have McDonald's. Right? And all we started off was V in the center and put a left and a right. So we use that. There's so many things to do. We're going to cut it short and leave it at that. Add, take 1,111, go minus. Starting at minus 1,111, start plus 1,111, and go plus 110. Leave the 1,111 between each side as 2, 2, 2, 2. Because in the Torah, and we bring out the shofar to blow the horn, do, 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 do. Tekiah, 2, Shavurim, 2, 2, 2, Teruah, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 1, 3, 9. The same numbers we use because the 1 heart, the 1 spirit, 1, 5, and 2 memory, 1, 5, and 2 L means her, she, El means of the, hers. Thank you for watching.